What to do when you are scared and worried. I don't want to go into too much about why you might be scared and worried, but I do want to mention that a lot of times things can do with the planets, the way they're moving, the people around you, the energy of your city, the energy of your country, things that are going on, what you might be listening to on TV, what you might be reading in your newsfeed. All of those things can contribute to the energy that you might feel. And a lot of you that probably watch this channel are most likely very sensitive to energy, empaths, and probably pick up on a lot of energy that isn't yours, and you don't realize that you're doing that a lot of the times. So to avoid taking on other people's energy or other energies that are just happen to be out and about that are making you feel, for instance, scared and worried, the best thing to first do is just cut the cords to it all. Do a separation of energy. So I call it neutral separation, where you imagine all energies that aren't yours releasing from you and going back to wherever they need to go back to, and then calling your energy back from wherever you left it, because whenever you're fearful or worried, or if you have an argument with somebody or even a happy interaction, you tend to leave your energy around places you went, with people you were with, not to mention sometimes people just drain your energy and take your energy. So you always want to make sure that, at least once a week that you're sending energy away from you that's not yours and calling your own energy back. And that's just really an important hygiene thing to do, energetic hygiene. So that way, cut cords to people. Like, those are the basic things that you can do just to make sure that you're in your own energy. And so if there was something connecting to you that was making you feel worried or scared, you can get rid of that immediately without carrying that part on anymore. And sometimes you just might feel better because of that. And there's a lot of things going on in the world right now that could cause a lot of different kinds of emotions. So it makes sense that you might be picking up on some of that stuff. But regardless, I want to go into, I want to say, when you call your energy back, make sure you send it to God's pure light to cleanse and purify, and then allow it to come into your body and ground into your body again. So I always like to purify my energy before it comes back. That's just a really good idea. Okay, so it doesn't matter regardless. Say you're scared and you're worried, and even if you're saying, you know what, I know logically and I know I have proof that in the past when I've felt this way, that I've been worried about this particular thing, that things always work out. And I know it's going to work out. It always works out, but I'm so worried. I'm so scared. What if this? What if that? And sometimes we just start getting into that flow. The first thing I would say is to ask yourself, what made you start feeling that way all of a sudden? What was it that triggered that in you? Because that's just a really important thing to know, so you can be aware of it. So in the future, you might be able to, sidestep it or realize, oh, here I'm doing this again. This is a pattern. Whenever I think of this, I start getting worried or fearful and scared, whatever. And then, a lot of times you just, no matter what you tell yourself, you're still scared and worried. So this is what you have to do. Absolutely. You have to calm down. You have to breathe and you have to calm down. You have to stop being in that continuous worry, spinning, thinking about it, because the more you do that, the more you're going to dive deeper into that, and then the more you're going to possibly attract that, what you're afraid of, to you. So you've got to stop that energetic pathway that you're creating. So these are some ways that really help me when I want to just clear fear or worry. And even though I tell myself, I know that this, I always get through this, somehow, some way, things always work out. I've never been let down. It always works out. Sometimes you just feel like that. So what I like to do is just get quiet. I'll go to a place in my house where I can be in quiet, and I like to either, if you watch my video from yesterday, I'm going to put a link here to flash on the screen once I upload video. I was speaking about manifesting more money, and that is a really good way to get yourself centered again and cleared and grounded. But sometimes what I like to do is just get to this quiet space in my home. I light a candle and I set an intention. Everything is so important to be intentional about it. If you set intentions about things that you do, it's almost like you live a life of sacredness. And when you do that, you create that sacred space, that intention with everything you do. You are connecting in with your divine connection, your higher power. And that's what you really want to do, is get back to that connection. Because when you feel scared or worried, you have somehow become disconnected and you feel individual, and you don't feel like you're connected to your higher power. Because when you're connected to your higher power, you're not in that state of worry or anything. So you want to get back to that. So like light a candle. I have my candle lit here. And set the intention. Say a little prayer for yourself. And one thing that is a really good thing to ask of your higher power, God, whoever you call that is, your higher power, whatever name you call it, is to ask for your higher power to help you remember your connection to abundance, to source, to all that is, and the knowingness that your cup is always full. It's never half empty. It's always full. If there's a lack or a half empty, then you are disconnected from that source, because source is always overflowing with everything possible. So ask to help you realign your mind to the knowing that everything is here for you, that your glass is full, that you're always provided for, your prayers are always heard. Just ask to help realign that. So set your candle, set the intention of whatever you want. That's just a good one to do. I also I have some bells here, and I like to clear the energy. This is one that I got in Cusco in Peru at the Shaman's Market. And I like to just clear my energy, okay? And then I clear this area. I have crystals, and I have water from Jesus Well from Egypt, and where else? Amazon water, I have Red Sea water, I have Nile water, and I just have things from different places that I've traveled that have different meanings, and it's just kind of like my little sacred area. I made this this ceremonial tool that has a lot of meaning connected with it. So I just keep things here that are, part of my sacred energy. I also have a heart chakra, a little heart chakra bowl. So I'll ring that to just bring in the heart chakra energy. And so I'm just setting intention, and doing that, you start to settle your energy already, because now you're being intentional about coming back to yourself, realigning yourself, reconnecting yourself to yourself. When you get fearful or worried, you start giving up parts of yourself. You start giving up a lot of your energy. Okay, then the other thing I do next is I might either sit on my futon there, or actually we're in my bedroom. So I'll either sit on my futon, or I might lay down on my bed, depending on what I want to do. And I put on mantras. And I love to listen to, there's a lot of different mantras, and some of them are just, they're all repetitive. They're saying the same thing over and over, but there's so many beautiful ones now that are just so beautiful. And the reason why I love a lot of mantras, and I have my favorites, and I'm also going to put links to those songs and mantras and videos from YouTube in the description below after I get a chance to, this uploads and I have a chance to do that. So if it's not there when you check, come back and check. You can make a playlist on YouTube and have these things on there so you can just play them when you need them. I have Spotify, so I love that, and I make playlists for all my spiritual journeys. I put together playlists for my spiritual journeys because we will do certain ceremonies and certain activities and healings and stuff, so I always set up a playlist for my journeys, and then I just have playlists with my favorite mantras that I play when I just want to chill out and when I want to feel connected. So what I like about the mantras is devotion. To feel devotion to me feels so good. I love the word. I love the energy of the word devotion. I love the energy of the meaning of devotion. I love that. It feels like I feel so much devotion. And the other day when I did my video, I think it was 2 days ago that I was at the beach. After I finished recording, since I record on my phone, I have my playlist with my Spotify on my phone, and I put it in my headphones, and I was walking and I was listening to mantras and just feeling this devotion to God, to nature, to the highest power. And I was like, it just uplifts your energy. It just like lifts everything off. All of a sudden you're just like, you're just in that state of beautiful, blissful devotion, and nothing. You could have all the worries in the world, but when you get to that space, nothing penetrates. Those things take a back seat or disperse. You shift your energy into this beautiful space, this devotional space. Like that is, when you talk about gratitude and thankfulness, to me, devotion is like what I was talking about in one of my earlier videos that I did for Veda when I was believing versus knowing, where believing you could say you believe something, but there's a little room for slip-slidey that may not be always an absolute or different levels of believing. But when you say knowing, when you say I know, there's no room for slip-slidey. It's either you know or you don't know, okay? So it's like that. It's when you are in that state of devotion, you know that you are in this, you know you're in your truth, you know you're in your divine perfection and energy, and you know you're just connected, okay? You're connected. And that's why nothing else matters when you feel that way. All those things that you want to even manifest in your life that feel great don't even matter when you're in that true connection of devotion. So I was walking on the beach after I did my video a couple days ago, and I was just like in this bliss. I was listening to one of my favorite, I have a few very favorite singers that do mantras, and one of my favorites, I wrote her name down because I always want to say Satnam. It's not Satnam, but Satnam is a really good mantra. So ones that have that word are really good to listen to. But her name is Snatam Kaur, and she sings so beautiful. Her songs are so gorgeous. I definitely will link some of her music down below. It just, wow. And there's a couple of them that do that for me where they just take me there. So it's the tone of their voice, it's the way they sing the songs, the words they use, the devotion that I feel connected to. That just does everything. So I do that. I'll light the candle, I'll ring my bells, I might put some essential oils on, I sit down or lay down, I turn on my mantras, and I just ground that energy to me. And at the same time, I feel the energy of whatever it is that I am feeling that I need in my life, okay? So similar to the technique yesterday, when I spoke about manifesting money. It works for anything. Whatever that energy you might need to feel more love, more loved, more healthy, more energetic, whatever it is that you're feeling that you need, you just listen to those mantras and then just feel those energies pouring down through you and around you, and have the knowing that it's all there for you. And that alone will shift you're feeling scared or worried. And it's not to say that it'll make it just disappear, but it does sometimes. But just do this, get in a centered place, just get still with yourself so you can get reconnected. And when you feel connected, you feel strong. And sometimes you might have a visitor, like sometimes one of the angels will come and tell me something and, get a message that way. But what's important as the next step is just continue to breathe. Of course, breathe through the whole process. Breathing is always number one. But get on with your life. Instead of just sitting around and being worried and scared and fearful, get on with your life. Go do what you need to do in the meantime. Because as long as you're moving, you're not going to stay stuck. And as long as you're moving, you can allow opportunities and whatever it is that you're wanting in your life to come into your life. So you got to keep moving. You got to be centered. You got to breathe. You got to calm down, and you've got to say, I know somehow, some way, things always work out, and they always work out great. And it's going to be fine. Okay, just for today, I'm not going to worry. Just for today. That's a big one. Just for today, I'm not going to worry. Every time I think about it, I'm just going to let it go. Just for today. And I'm going to work on staying devoted and connected to my source and do what I need to do today to get through my day today. And then when you do that, you're refocusing on taking action, keeping your life moving, and things can move around and come in. You're giving that worry and fear and scaredness a break out of your space. So it's like instead of closing off with all the worry and being scared, it's like, just for today, I'm not going to worry. And your energy opens so something can come in. But if you keep it like this, it's like you're shielding yourself when you're worried and scared. So it's hard for anything to penetrate in. So just for today, I'm just going to get centered. I'm going to listen to my mantras. I'm going to feel that devoted feeling, or whatever it is for you. For me, it's devotion. For you, it might be light. It might be bliss. It might be love. It might be peace. It might be tapping into your creativity. But I love devotion. It's just like, yes. I'm really excited about going to India next year. I'm taking a group on a spiritual journey, and we're going at the end of February and March, so we're there for Holi, but we're going to experience so many things about India. I know I have a connection with India because I just, the mantras, and when I was in India a few years back, it just all resonates with me. It does something for me. So I'm really excited about that. And if you want to come with me to India for a few weeks next year, contact me, because we already have a small group gathering, and the people that are going are amazing. They've come on my trips, various trips, Peru and other things. So we totally, it'll be so sacred, but it'll be so fun, and it'll be so experiential. If you've watched my vlogs, we do so many things. I love India for all the beautiful temples and the devotion, and Ganesh is everywhere, and going to the temples and visiting Ganesh. It's just like, wow, I'm living in a dream. This is amazing. So yeah, it'll be amazing. If you're interested, contact me. My website is always in the description. I don't have anything up on India yet. I've got to put that together, and I will do that actually by next month, because I'm getting ready to head to California to do a spiritual journey in Mount Shasta, and I am also going to be teaching my light activation healing courses. So anyway, Breathe. Really important. Do not devalue the what is it? The value of breath, like breathing, okay? And then set your intention, set your candle, set your intention for right thinking. Put on your mantra, sit down, get in a space, continue to breathe, let the energies in. Get to that place of peace and alignment, whatever it is for you. For me, it's devotion. And feel it. And feel the energies and trust that the energies, and know that the energies are with you. The exact energies that you're afraid of not having are so with you. They're so with you, but you've got to let them in. And, you know, we have fears for different reasons. Sometimes we're fearful about not seeing it because as kids we may not have seen it. We saw our parents go through something, or we had, you know, some sort of trauma that happened, known or unknown, that kick up these fears. So you have to, you know, just get back to that centered, connected place and then get on with your day or your night. Okay? Super important. Just for today, I'm not going to worry. If I feel that thought, I'm just going to say, no, just for today, I'm not doing that. Just for today, I'm trusting and knowing without a doubt. I don't even want to say doubt. I know with 100% that what I am seeking is seeking me, and it's here for me now. Okay, those are the kind of things you want to spend your time thinking about so you can get it and not repel it. All right? Okay, everyone. Thank you for joining me. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you thought it was really good, share it. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. And make sure that you've clicked on that bell, that notification button, so you'll get notified right away when I go live or upload a new video. Thanks everyone for being here. I hope this video was really helpful. Check out the other videos that I've been doing this month. They're all super good and I think valuable. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Peace out. And I will be posting those links in the description. Maybe not now. It might, you know, you might have to check back tomorrow because I have to get on with my life too. But I will definitely go through and put some of my favorite mantras in there so you can see what I'm talking about and really connect with them. All right. Peace out. See you all tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Much love and many blessings.